Hey folks, this is Dan Solomon from the BloodSugarBlueprint.com coming at you with another video today. Today we're going to talk about 3 of the most dangerous foods for diabetics. Now, choosing the right foods when you're a diabetic is often an ongoing struggle. You have to think about, how would this affect my blood sugar level? How much of this can I have? Is this good for me? Along with many other questions that come to mind when you're choosing foods to eat. Now, you probably already know that refined processed carbohydrates are not great choices of foods to pick when you are planning a meal or a snack. Today we want to take some of the guesswork out of your diabetic diet. We're going to focus on the 3 of the most dangerous foods for diabetics. These foods not only cause your blood sugar levels to rise, but a result in a plethora of health problems if consumed for a long period. And one of those is fruit. Now, this may come as a surprise to you. Now, a lot of fruit that are produced nowadays are larger and sweeter than they have been in the past due to new farming methods and fertilizers that we use in our soil. Now, this is due to the large global demand of our ever-growing population. Now, as a result, the concentration of the fructose in these fruits is higher than fruits found in the wild. Now, fructose is a monosaccharide, aka simple sugar. It is processed differently than other sugars. Fructose is processed in the liver and then converted to very low density lipoprotein, which contains high amounts of triglycerides and cholesterol. Now, glucose, which is another form of sugar, is actually processed in the digestive tract and then absorbed into the cells, which the way most sugar is, but as I mentioned, fructose is processed a lot differently. Now, having high VLDL, we'll just use that as abbreviation, levels mean you may have an increased risk of coronary artery disease, which can eventually lead to a heart attack. Higher amounts and large VLDL particles are also associated with increased risk of high blood pressure and stroke. Along with increased VLDL production, fructose can lead to inflammation, insulin resistance, high blood pressure, abdominal obesity, oxidative stress, renal damage, and increased production of uric acid, which is a main cause of gout. It also contributes to fatty deposits on the liver, or aka medical term fatty liver, which is similar to which has similar effects of alcohol. What alcohol does to the body. Now, let me stress, eating small amounts of whole fruits is perfectly fine if you're diabetic, about 2 to 3 servings a week. So not on a daily basis, but sporadically throughout the week, especially if you're working out and are following a healthy diet. And the best fruits to choose are small berries and coconut, due to their high antioxidant, nutrient content, and bioflavonoid content. But you must avoid any products that contain high fructose corn syrup. You probably already know about high fructose corn syrup, or you may not, but the concentration of fructose in there is very, very high, and the impact on your health is severely damaging if you consume products with that in it over a long period of time. Now, number 2 food that you must avoid, and that is dangerous to diabetics, is dairy. Now, pasteurized milk products, a majority of the products found in grocery stores, have caused more health problems than we humans care to think about. In fact, pasteurized milk products are the #1 allergic food in the United States. Today's cows contain more than 50 to 60 plus hormones, along with allergens, painkiller drugs, and antibiotics that are given to them while they are growing and producing the milk that you see in the grocery stores. And also, valuable enzymes, vitamins such as vitamin A, C, B6, B12, and amino acids are destroyed when the milk is pasteurized. Also, that vitamin D that you so-called need from milk is synthesized is a synthetic replacement and has been known to be toxic to the liver. It's basically an additive that they add back into the milk because the vitamin D has already been stripped through pasteurization. Now remember, all those commercials promoting milk for weight loss, I'm sure you have. Well, the truth is, the sugar found in milk, lactose, actually promotes the body to store fat. Now here's a list of other related health issues associated with dairy products. Diarrhea, cramps, bloating, gastrointestinal bleeding, respiratory congestion. That's where a lot of people say when you're sick, don't drink milk because of the mucus production. Well, actually, the milk nowadays does cause mucus buildup. Heart disease, ear infections in children. So if your child is getting frequent ear infections, you may want to take them off of drinking cow's milk. Breast, prostate, and colon cancer, impaired immune system, autoimmune disease like lupus and fibromyalgia and rheumatoid arthritis, and neurological impairment. It's also been linked to autism and schizophrenia. Now, alternatives you might be thinking? Well, almond and coconut milk are absolutely great choices. They contain higher amounts of vitamin D and calcium than regular cow's milk. And you can also get vitamin D and calcium from plant sources if you prefer not to drink those, like dark green leafy vegetables and spinach, broccoli, and wild salmon have very high amounts, and you can absolutely get adequate amounts that your body needs from these sources. Another option is raw milk, which has gained popularity over the years. It contains all the vitamins, enzymes, and nutrients that are eliminated during the pasteurization process in regular cow's milk. I know what you might be thinking. Isn't raw milk dangerous? Well, in fact, there have only been 116 cases of food illness linked to raw milk from 1996 to 2006, which is basically a very, very, very tiny fraction of the 76 million cases of food-borne illnesses each year in the United States. Now, the number 3 most dangerous food to diabetics is diet soda. Just because the word diet is in front of it doesn't mean it's actually healthy for you. Not only do diet sodas hurt your waistline, they are linked to a majority of other health problems. In fact, consuming diet soda can actually lead to weight gain. A 2005 University of Texas Health Science Center study found a 57.1% risk of obesity for those people that drank 2 or more servings of diet pop or diet soda a day. Now, aspartame, which is most commonly found in most diet beverages and diet sodas, can actually raise your blood sugar levels. Another study found that daily diet soda was linked to 44% higher chance of heart attack or stroke. A 2009 Nurses' Health study of 3,256 women found a 30% drop in level of kidney function for participants who drank 2 or more servings of daily pop or soda. In other studies with sucralose, aka Splenda, which is found in other diet sodas like Coke Zero, Pepsi One, and Diet Coke, have been shown to decrease the healthy gut bacteria and increase the risk of gastrointestinal ulcers, which can lead to bleeding in the intestinal tract and stomach. This can also lead to malabsorption of nutrients and medications if you're taking any, which can lead to a whole other set of problems. Here's a list of other associated problems with diet sodas that you can experience. Increased appetite, so it can, again, back that study up and cause weight gain. Irritation of eyes, nose, mouth, throat. Respiratory distress. Gastrointestinal tract issues, as I kind of mentioned, diarrhea, cramping, ulcers, bleeding, and renal damage, as a study with the 3,000 plus women experienced. They decreased their renal function, but it can actually lead to long-term damage. And neurological problems. People that drink diet soda on a regular basis often experience vertigo, can lead to seizures, brain damage, ADD, ADHD, and also frequent headaches. Now, some of this information may come as a shock to you, but all of it is fact. Avoiding these foods will not only allow you to manage your diabetes better and improve your health, but also reduce the risk of other health problems. For more great information on type 2 diabetes and how you can reverse it, visit us at thebloodSugarBlueprint.com. diabetic.com by clicking the link below. Thank you, and we'll see you again. Take care.